Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Taylor, and I'm going to be teaching you 5 reasons that I hope that you try podcasting in 2021. This is going to be geared towards people who might need a little bit of a nudge in order to try out podcasting. I'm super passionate about it. I've created at this point 5 or 6 personally, and I help run and manage many podcasts. We're over 500,000 downloads. And it's not about the numbers. The reasons I'm going to tell you to do this, or I would encourage you to try podcasting, is because I think it has tremendous value in so many areas. And I literally just got off of recording an episode. It was really fun. And I'm going to show you guys 5 reasons why I would highly recommend considering starting your own podcast or trying it out, because I think it is an absolutely amazing medium. Now, this is live, so if you're watching live, if you want to participate, please throw in some questions as well. But I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think podcast is amazing in 2021. So my first reason is going to be that you can speak to whoever you want. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily you can get anyone as a guest, but I'll tell you that if you have an established podcast, if you create a podcast, you are going to have a source, a way to convince other individuals who are experts, who are people you admire, that you have a space that you can welcome them on and speak to them. I've spoken to some amazing business executives, TED Talk speakers, physicians, and it's really easy now that I've had hundreds of guests on, it's really easy for me to show off my portfolio and convince someone that they should hop on to have a conversation with me. And it's really an amazing experience. I've spoken to some people I would have never thought. And so I really do think that with the right strategy, with the right implementation, with the right presence, you really can, over time, speak to pretty much anyone you want. It's an amazing excuse to be able to speak to someone you admire, an expert. Really, there's so many ways that you can have these conversations. And I think that this is number 1, super key. Number 2, the second reason why I think you should start or consider starting a podcast in 2021. It is great content production. So in a world with a pandemic, with social media, with technology where it's at, content is a way for you to really show off who you are, what it is that you do, whether it's in business, whether it's the personal ventures that you're doing, whether you just want to communicate better with people in your community. It is fantastic content production, and you really can repurpose podcast content and the content I'm doing, for example, with video and audio, to produce some really great stuff. So there's a lot of ways or implications to that type of content production. But I will tell you that just having this presence, creating this professional portfolio, it really can pay dividends and provide opportunities you wouldn't even think of. So I highly recommend that you consider podcasting for the content production value and the implications of that. Number 3, you're going to learn from leaders and experts, and you're going to talk about topics from people that really know their stuff. There's one thing that I talk about podcasting a lot. It's like hiring your own professional coach, but without needing to hire a coach, because you have the excuse of having these people on and asking them the questions that you want to be asked. You get to educate yourself from people that live in different perspectives, have different perspectives of thought, have completely different stories, have learned things that you would never think about learning. Or if you're an expert or want to be an expert in a field, you get to speak to those people to gain the knowledge, to gain the wisdom, to understand where we're at in today's day and age with that field. And so it is an amazing reason to learn from leaders, to learn from experts, and you get to really gain that knowledge. So again, a third and very important reason why you should consider podcasting. Number 4, in today's day and age, a lot of communication, unfortunately, is happening through what I like to call pseudo connections through social media. short Twitter chat, short Facebook posts, not really much substance. You go into Instagram, you're seeing images of people that, maybe that's just their positive reel of life, but you don't get to have this connection that humans really do have, that humans get to connect with. And so you really do, through the process of podcasting, you have real conversations. You get to be yourself. You get to speak to someone who's being themselves, hopefully. And through that, you can form genuine connections that ultimately create an amazing network, and you can connect to people all across the world through just a podcast. And it's a really amazing way to do that. And again, there's the buy-in value of being able to promote someone through a medium of work. So if you love conversations, if you love connecting with people, podcasting is a real way to have that human connection, to form true connections, and to be able to develop your communication with people that you may not have otherwise. And number 5 is really important, especially within the context of the pandemic. And that's going to be that podcasting is really easy to do while staying socially isolated. Right now, we're in a pandemic. There is a possibility that, we can be spreading disease. So one of the really easy and amazing things about podcasting is it's all digital. There's nothing really to do. If you want to, you can do it live. But with podcasting, it makes it really easy because there's so many resources and tools out there to do this while socially isolated. So it's an amazing medium you could technically do live. You could do it in person for sure, but you can also do it digitally, and it allows you to create content while staying safe. And of course, as measures increase, as we're able to get vaccines, as things change in society, we can always go back to those other changes if possible. But regardless of all that, podcasting is here to stay. It is pretty invaluable in its results and the things that you can do with it. I could have given you a list of 20 reasons, but I just wanted to pick 5 as a start. But these are some reasons that I highly suggest that you consider podcasting. Now, podcasting to me, I think is best served for individuals who want to promote themselves, who want to promote their business, who want to create real connections, who want to learn from leaders, who want to improve themselves. I don't think it's for someone who wants to stay stagnant, but if you're the type of person that wants to improve your life, improve your knowledge, improve your wisdom, improve your experience, connect with other people that you might not have imagined connecting to, producing content that might be helpful to get your name out there, to go out there and have a greater impact. A lot of people are looking for impact. Those are all the reasons and more. There's so many more reasons to build out a podcast. Now, because this is a live stream, I'm just going to hang out for maybe the next 30 seconds. And if anyone wants to leave a comment or anything, please do. Otherwise, I will close this out. I want to appreciate you for listening to this. And I really am passionate about podcasting. So in the outro, you're going to see that there's contact information if you want to reach out to me. I do coach podcasting. I'm eventually going to form a group as well for podcasting, because my goal is really to help you produce content and talk about and learn about the things that you're passionate about. I want you to be more happy. I want you to be more fulfilled. I want you to enjoy the process of the things that make you passionate. So if you want to learn that through the medium of podcasting, through the medium of creating media, I think this is a fantastic route to really get you to where you want to go. So I don't see any comments coming on today, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to close out. This is a very short video. I want to appreciate your time for watching. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll see you on the next one, guys.